Today we're going to make a Raspberry Pi case on the CNC machine. Welcome to this episode of Wassel Woodworking. So I went out to the internet and grabbed a DXF file of the board itself, and on here you can see me touching on the screen the spots where the screws need to be. So basically I just edited, cleaned everything else up, and did an offset of the outside to get the drawing going. Here's the final version, and I've decided to put on it my initials and then my telephone number on the flip side in case I leave it somewhere, and then we're off to the races. So I took the color core material, 1/4 inch, put it on the CNC table, and now I am zeroing in the Z-axis, and it goes down and taps the top and then backs off. And once that's complete, I can take that out of there and then go ahead and start the program. So here at 10 times speed, it's running through, it's drilling the holes for the screws first, and then it's going to come back and do the countersinks for the screws on the top and the hexagonal holes on the bottom for the nuts that will be pushed into it. And once it gets done with that, it goes through and puts the phone number on the bottom. You see it working on that. And then it's going to go to the other part once I've changed the bit out here, and of course reset the height. So now I've changed out the bit to an 1/8 inch bit, and it is cutting my initials into it, and then it is going around the profile, and in about 4 or 5 passes it is cutting the depths, leaving the little tabs, and once it gets through with that, it goes to the bottom, which it's cutting around now, and once it gets through with that, it will be finished. Well, it didn't go so perfect the first time, so I had to go back and recut those spots for the nuts to go in, make it a little bit larger, and I did this until they fit just perfect, and here I am checking that. So here's my prototype I had made, and it worked out really well. I had rubber feet. The bolts stuck out. I wanted to make it more interesting, so I took it and made it out of this color ply plastic. I actually forget what you call it. So now I just got to clean up the fuzzies, and the bolts and the nuts should recess, which should make it look nice. So I'm going to do that. I'm not showing you everything, but I basically take a razor knife and use it to cut the tabs off, and then use it to scrape some of the fuzziness off the edge, and that works out pretty good, but it does take a little bit longer than what you're seeing here. So anyway, using a torch actually does a very good job of getting rid of the little fuzzies. Here's a close-up, and you can see how the nuts have been pushed into those hexagonal holes that I cut on the CNC, and that works out really well. So I've taken a couple standoffs from some old serial port cables, and I've put those in there. Then I have some 3/4 inch length bushings on that. This goes on here. Well, it's actually easier if you do it the other way. There you go. There it is. Got my initials on one side, and on the other side has the phone number in case I leave it somewhere. Maybe someone will return it to me. Who knows? And that works for now. So anyway, the idea of cutting a hexagonal hole and recessing the nut actually works well, because now nothing sticks out the bottom. So all I have to do now is take some plastic pieces, and I can put it in the 4 corners. So let's see if we can do that. There we go. So now it's done. Anyway, this is being used as actually a video player. You take any video, put it on into one of the USB ports, and it will immediately start playing it out of the HDMI port. So if you like this, subscribe today, give it a thumbs up below, and also put a comment down if you have a question about it. It's a pretty simple little task. It was fun to make on the CNC, and I learned that to defuzz it, you can use a torch to get rid of some of those, and that you can also recess the nuts in there well, and that works out well. So thanks for watching.